Welcome back to Top 5. Bank heists have fascinated the public for decades, often characterized by daring plans, meticulous execution, and sometimes, dramatic failures. Here's a ranking of the top 5 most infamous bank heists in history, showcasing the audacity and intrigue behind each crime. 5. The Banco Central Heist, 2005. In Brazil, the Banco Central in Fortaleza became the scene of one of the most audacious bank heists in history in 2005. The criminals, led by Antonio Jusevan Alves dos Reis, spent 3 months planning their operation. They rented a property near the bank and dug an elaborate tunnel that was approximately 78 meters, about 256 feet, long, connecting their hideout to the bank's vault. On the night of the heist, the gang entered the bank through the tunnel, which was equipped with lighting and ventilation. They managed to bypass the bank's security systems and, within a few hours, stole around $70 million in cash. The heist was so well orchestrated that authorities took several days to realize it had occurred. Despite their initial success, many members of the gang were eventually apprehended, and much of the stolen money was never recovered. The Banco Central heist is remembered for its audacity and the lengths to which the criminals went to execute their plan. 4. The Great Train Robbery, 1963. While not a traditional bank heist, the Great Train Robbery of 1963 in the United Kingdom is infamous for its audacity and meticulous planning. A group of robbers intercepted a Royal Mail train carrying cash from Scotland to London. They managed to halt the train by using a fake signal, which prompted the driver to stop. Once the train was stopped, the gang overpowered the crew and made off with approximately £2.6 million, equivalent to about £50 million today. The robbers had planned their escape route carefully and used several vehicles to transport the money to a remote location. Despite a massive police investigation, many of the robbers evaded capture for a time. However, over the years, most were eventually caught, and some of the stolen money was recovered. The Great Train Robbery remains one of the most notorious heists in British history and has inspired countless books and films. 3. The Lufthansa Heist, 1978. The Lufthansa heist, which occurred in December 1978, is one of the largest cash thefts in American history. A group of criminals, with ties to the Lucchese crime family, orchestrated the heist at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City. They managed to steal approximately $5 million in cash and nearly $875,000 in jewelry from the airline's cargo building. The heist was meticulously planned, with insiders providing information about security measures. On the day of the robbery, the gang entered the cargo building in the early morning hours, overpowering the employees and making off with the cash and valuables. The aftermath of the heist was marked by a series of murders and disappearances, as those involved were eliminated to prevent them from talking. Only a small portion of the stolen money was ever recovered, and the Lufthansa heist has become a legendary tale of crime and betrayal, famously depicted in Martin Scorsese's film Goodfellas. 2. The Banco di Roma Heist, 1982. In 1982, a group of thieves in Italy executed a dramatic heist that would become known as the Banco di Roma Heist. The criminals, disguised as police officers, entered the bank in the early morning hours. They took hostages and forced the bank manager to open the vault. The gang made off with an astounding $28 million, which was a staggering amount at the time. The heist was executed with military precision, and the robbers managed to escape without any injuries or loss of life. However, their luck didn't last long. Several members of the gang were captured in subsequent months, and many of the stolen funds were eventually recovered. The Banco di Roma heist is remembered as one of the most brazen and well-executed bank robberies in history. 1. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Heist, 1990. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist is often regarded as the most infamous art theft in history, but it also involved a significant theft of cash and valuables. On March 18, 1990, two men disguised as police officers gained entry to the museum in Boston, claiming to respond to a disturbance. Once inside, they overpowered the guards and tied them up. The thieves made off with 13 pieces of art valued at approximately $500 million, including works by Vermeer and Rembrandt. In addition to the art, they stole cash and other valuables from the museum. Despite extensive investigations and efforts to recover the stolen items, none of the artwork has been found, and the case remains unsolved. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist stands as a testament to the audacity of thieves and the ongoing mystery surrounding one of the greatest unsolved crimes in history.